Police have killed a married couple suspected of shooting dead 14 people and wounding 21 more in San Bernardino, California. Information is still emerging about the incident, but here's what we know so far. The incident. The attack took place at a Christmas party on Wednesday for employees of the San Bernardino Public Health Department, at the Inland Regional Center, which provides services for people with developmental disabilities. Police believe that 28-year-old Syed Rizwan Farook, an inspector with the department, left the party following a dispute and returned with his wife, 27-year-old Tashfeen Malik, to carry out the shooting. The suspects were armed with 2 long guns, rifles or shotguns, and 2 semi-automatic handguns and wore dark, military-style clothing, police said. Police engaged in a shootout with the suspects as they attempted to flee the scene in a dark SUV, and killed both. A third person seen running from the area was detained, but police said it was unclear whether the person was involved. Several possible explosive devices were found at the scene, police said. San Bernardino Police Chief Jared Bergwin said there had to be some degree of planning behind the attack. The attackers. Image caption. Police engaged in a firefight with 2 suspects in a black SUV, killing both. Police officials said Farook had worked for the county public health department for 5 years. 2 colleagues who survived the attack told the LA Times they were shocked to hear Farook's name linked to the shooting. He was quiet and polite with no obvious grudges, they said. According to the AP news agency, one victim of the shooting, Nicholas Thalazanos, got into a heated discussion with Farook about whether Islam was a peaceful religion while working a few weeks ago. His friend Quilm Stevens said she did not know whether those debates were a factor in the attack. Farook recently traveled to Saudi Arabia, according to the Times, and returned with a new wife he had met online. The couple had a baby and appeared to be living the American dream, Patrick Bakari, a fellow health inspector, told the paper. The couple dropped their 6-month-old daughter with Farook's mother in Redlands, according to the LA Times report. The grandmother reportedly grew worried when she heard about the shooting and attempted to reach her son by phone but failed. The third person who was detained has not been identified, but Mr. Bergwin said police believe there were only 2 shooters. Law enforcement said they were aware of a person who purchased some of the weapons used in the attack, but they had not been arrested. The victims. Authorities have now named the 14 victims of the attack, who are mostly county employees. They are Yvette Velasco, 27. Larry Kaufman, 42. Damian Maines, 58. Sierra Claiborne, 27. Nicholas Thalazanos, 52. Mike Raymond Wetzel, 37. Robert Adams, 40. Benetta Betbadel, 46. Isaac Amanios, 60. Aurora Godoy, 26. Harry Bowman, 46. Tin Nguyen, 31. Juan Espinoza, 58. Shannon Johnson, 45. The motive. The FBI is now investigating the attack as an act of terrorism, the agency confirmed on Friday. Telephone calls between the suspects and others led the FBI to treat it as a terrorist attack. Authorities found 2 mobile phones that had been crushed in a trash bin nearby the attacker's home and are closely examining the data they can extract from them. I'm ready to confirm there are some telephonic connections and other subjects of our investigation, said FBI Assistant Director David Bodick. There's a number of pieces of evidence that has essentially pushed us off the cliff to say that this is an act of terrorism. U.S. officials have told the media Tashfeen Malik pledged allegiance to the leader of the Islamic State, IS, group on Facebook. The FBI said it is aware of the Facebook post and it is being investigated. The location. The Inland Regional Center, where the shooting took place, provides services for people with developmental disabilities, but the shooting appeared to be unrelated to its clients. Mass shootings. Image caption. The shooting in San Bernardino, California drew a huge armed response from police. The incident qualifies as a mass shooting and is at least the second in a week, following a shooting at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado on Friday. According to the Gun Violence Archive, a U.S. nonprofit organization which tracks gun violence, there have been 310 verified mass shootings in the country so far this year. We have a pattern now of mass shootings in this country that has no parallel anywhere else in the world, said President Obama following the incident. California gun law. Police said they recovered 2 long guns, assault rifles or shotguns, and 2 semi-automatic handguns from the scene. 2 of the 4 weapons used in the shooting were purchased legally, said Meredith Davis, a spokesman for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, ATF. California has relatively strict gun laws, compared with other U.S. states. Anyone wishing to purchase a gun must have a firearm safety certificate, and guns have to comply with state-specific regulations. There is a mandatory 10-day waiting period for most purchases, and weapons must be bought through a licensed dealer.